Hey guys, AuspiciousAussie here, and welcome to episode 20 of the Rocky Mountain Wrestling Local to Global. So today's episode, we are going to continue on with the month of December, the final month of 2023, and we are going to run a brand new show for the month as well. So we're going to make this one a reoccurring one. So let's add it straight away. Already got the name. I think this might be our TV show name. So it's going to be RMW and it's going to be Avalanche. I just like the Avalanche name. So for that one, we're going to chuck it, going to keep it at 1 hour. Like I said, it is going to be, do we go normal? Well, I guess we'll keep it default. So default ticket pricing. And every month, exact same date. And next scheduled, when are we going to run it? So obviously we run on Sundays. We just ran the show there on the 3rd. So I guess we'll just run it essentially week 2. And I think everything else is exactly the same. So yeah, Avalanche is going to be it's going to be our TV show name. I like it. I might do Avalanche with an exclamation mark like that. Actually, I like the look of that. That looks a lot better. So we're going to roll with that for our next show. So it's going to be in 6 days. One thing I want to change though, and I want to give a shout out here. I've actually got the comment open on my other screen, my other monitor here. It's going to be Nova King. So Nova King had a really good suggestion for our radioactive team name. So we're going to change that one. They're going to now be called The Fallout. Really, really like the name. Obviously, fan of the Fallout series. And yeah. And what we're going to change their finisher to is Toxic Wasteland. So that's going to be their finisher. It's still going to be the double sit-out powerbomb. And there we go. We now have the Fallout. So pretty happy with that, if I'm being perfectly honest. I'm just going to turn my phone. It was vibrating on the table here, so we'll turn that off. There are a few other good comments, and what we'll do here is we'll do those now as well. So let me go to comments. Where is it? So we got Death Rock Boy as well. So he had a really good really good tag team name for Montero and Stallion. So they're now going to be called, where is it? Native Blood. And then we're going to go with a finisher. We had another good finisher suggestion here as well. So Question the Mark, as per usual, he's a long-time supporter of the channel. He's got War Dance, which I really liked. So War Dance is going to be their finisher. And I guess the description is essentially a slingshot powerbomb into Frog Splash. Oops, splash. All right. So yeah, essentially Stallion does the slingshot powerbomb, and obviously Montero does the frog splash there. If I can get my words out. And then we've also got Jeremy Robert as well. So Jeremy Robert's got a finisher name here for Silent Storm. Didn't actually check in a description, but it is Bombs Away, which I really like. So we'll save that as our finisher name. And yeah, I think our tag team division actually looks really, really good. And I think we're ready to advance. Actually, one more thing. We had the positive chemistry. Who reminded me of that? Trying to find it. It might have actually been on the video. Give me 1 second. I'm trying. I want to give a shout out because it was a really good reminder. And obviously, I love you guys commenting on the videos. Really, really does mean a lot. Let me just try and find it. We've also got like a lot of suggestions as well for. Okay, so it's Steve Patton. Steve Patton, he said it obviously. Jason Patterson and War Peace have chemistry as well. So they've got that good chemistry. We'll just auto name them. So Patterson and Peace. Patterson and Peace doesn't sound too bad. Patterson and Peace. There we go. All right. Actually, I want them to be a unit. Don't need to be a permanent unit. And yeah, that's good enough. All right. So what we'll do is we will advance. Like I said, we're going to be running an extra show. Maybe do we crown the tag team champions here, or do we crown them at Sudden Impact? I think we'll do Sudden Impact. So let me skip forward. We'll have Avalanche. I honestly can't remember what we did last episode. If I'm if I'm being perfectly honest, obviously I've been at work recently, so just actually finished work. Very, very tired. So we're gonna roll with it. We're gonna do what we do. I'll take a brief look at the history as well. Yeah, thank you for all the support as well, guys. If you could drop a like on this video, it'd be much appreciated. The subscribers, you guys are going nuts. Lots of new subscribers to the channel as well. I think we're just shy of 2.4k. So I think we're about 110 subs away from 2,500, which is ridiculous. The support since TEW9 dropped, it's honestly overwhelming. It's not overwhelming in a bad way, but it's very just surprising. And you guys really making me feel like a genuine YouTuber or a genuine content creator. And you know, like I always say it, I believe TEW has the best community that I'm sort of part of. You know, I played a few games here on YouTube. Obviously, played Football Manager for quite some time, especially early on. Played a bit of old school RuneScape back in the day as well. Played some Transport Fever. Played a little bit of Tarkov on live streams as well. And no community is anything like the TEW community, which is interesting because you think about the wrestling community as a whole, or the IWC. You think of there's a lot of like negativity out there, especially between the whole WWE versus AEW type deal. You know, whether you're one side or you're the other side, and it can be pretty damn toxic at times. But yeah, I don't know. The TEW community is honestly something else, and you guys, you should give yourselves a pat in the back. Definitely give yourselves a pat in the back. Anyway. I really want to get through this because I want to see the profit at the end of the month. I think that's going to be a very interesting thing for us to look at. So what do we got here? Eric Strong hired by ACPW on a handshake deal. Drake Young was hired by SWF there as well. Anyway, hopefully we're up to the show. We are. Let me take a quick look. What did we do last episode exactly? It was a very long one because we signed the entire tag team division. But we had Montero defeating Sandman Winks to retain the Rocky Mountain Wrestling Heavyweight title. We had Patriot in Canada. Did we actually add them as a team? Yes, we did. The Can-Am Alliance. So we can actually use them now, which is good. What are we going to do for the main event, though? I might keep Montero out of the main event for this one. I might do a number one contenders match, I think. Let's do that. All right, so let's get into it. Get straight into Avalanche. I think what I'll do for the next show is I'll actually make it an hour and a half. So a 90-minute show. And then essentially what we'll do... so we just got a certainty, which is good. Certainty for a creative finish there. Oops, we've already got one. Creative certainty. Oops. 2. So I'll get out of that. I completely forgot what I was talking about. We've got Lonnie Bowen coming to us backstage with an idea for a creative finish. It's going to be for himself. As per usual, Patriot running pre-show training drills for 10 students, which is great. Let's do some more team bonding. That is very different. I'm assuming, because I'm now on the 1.17 update, managed to get the update working. It was literally just my virus protector on the computer here. So if you're having issues with the game booting up, check that your permissions for your virus protection software is set to accept the TEW9 app. That's the way that I fixed it anyway. So yeah, just one for the bonding session, but between myself, my character, and Roger Montero, which is completely different to how it was. I'm assuming they might have lowered that to essentially prevent the overuse or the extreme bonus that we were probably getting. Anyway, main event. Excuse me. Oh, just yawning. So Al Coleman is going to be taking on, well, not Roger Montero, Remy Sky for our main event for this show. 20 minutes. We will give Coleman the win. He is going to cheat to win. Actually, Willie, no, we'll go clean. I'll go a nice clean finish. So Coleman wins. We'll do an angle pre-main event as well. I did have one of my channel members, Alex. Alex mentioned about 5-minute angles as well. So apparently, based off what Alex said, he said 5 angles below 5 minutes, essentially, do not actually get a percentage chance for improving that worker's like entertainment stats, essentially. So I found that interesting. So that's something we need to keep an eye on and keeping it in, I guess, in the back of our mind going forward as well. So 5 minutes. We're always doing 4 minutes at the moment. It's purely a time thing because obviously we need to have around 85% matches to avoid getting that penalty. So keep that in mind going forward. Coleman says he's going to beat Remy Sky here tonight, and he will do it by himself. Cool. Lovely. All right, that's our pre-main event angle. I think I want to do 2 tag team matches here. We're going to get a couple of these teams in a bit of action. So I want to do like a big match here. So let's go Native Blood taking on Hadley and Sasquatch. Should be a good match. We'll give Montero the win. I'll have Hadley lose because I really want to push Sasquatch McGraw. I feel like he could be a really good world champion in the future too. Not world champion, but Rocky Mountain Wrestling heavyweight champion. Red Agent will chuck Al Coleman in there as per usual when we use Montero. So we'll go like that. Can we do a menace angle or an intimidation angle? We definitely can. So I might try that. Let's go. Go stare down. So let me go Hammer Hadley, Sasquatch McGraw, and then Roger and Wild Red Stallion. We'll just give that one 2 minutes. So let's go with Hadley and McGraw. Stare down. What are they called? Native Blood. We'll do that. Do we go working the crowd or do we go intimidation? I think we'll go intimidation. I want to see how it does. I'm interested. So I'll go like that. 2 minutes. Angle as well. Perfect. Nice. All right, so I want to go another tag team match now. And this one, we're going to have... Ooh. All right, so we're giving the Faces the win there. I think what I'm going to do is have the Can-Am Alliance taking on Silent Storm for 12 minutes as well. And this one, we're going to give the Silencer the win. Actually, I'll give Desert Storm the win because he might actually gain a little bit more popularity out of this match as opposed to Silencer. Obviously, Silencer has the pop to sort of get the match over as well. Whereas, you know, everyone in this match is actually pretty good. I guess Captain Canada is probably the weaker link, shall we say. And then finally, we'll just finish off, or I guess start the show with the singles match. I'm going to have Mitchell Aldred, so the Architect. He's going to take on... Who is he going to take on? War Peace, maybe? War Peace has a bit of popularity, though. He's got about 15, so... yeah, actually, we will do that. We'll do it. So Aldred taking on War Peace. Give that one 12 minutes. I think we'll use this one to start the show. And that'll be our... Yeah, we'll go work the crowd with that one too. And that's a lot of our, you know, newer workers on the card there as well. We are leaving off Texas Hangman, but that is perfectly fine. We'll definitely be using him next show anyway, so it doesn't really matter too much. Not a lot of angles either. Not a lot of angles. So let's run that show. Probably should use the other guys in the pre-show. Maybe we will. Let's do this. We'll go another tag team match. This one will go Hangman. Maybe Hangman and Porkchop? Actually, Hangman and Patterson. And Jason Patterson, not Porkchop Patterson. And then they'll take on the Fallout. So we'll do that in the pre-show. Just so we can praise Jason Patterson, because he's got those morale issues. So I'll give him the win even. We'll keep both of the Fallout simple, not Patterson. So Lonnie Bowen and MJ Alessio. They will both be kept simple. I might actually give them Fallout character names. I feel like that'd actually be pretty cool to get them over. Like a Rocky Mountain Wrestling gimmick where, you know, their names are so-and-so. I'll have to go in and check who sort of fits with what we're doing there. Anyway, let's run the show. Our first ever Avalanche. Like I said, it is going to be our TV show name. So we got a 32 here for the pre-show match. We've got Texas Hangman and Jason Patterson, and they defeat the Fallout in 11:54 by when Jason Patterson pinned MJ Alessio. No finisher there for Patterson. And yeah, Hangman and Patterson, Jason Patterson have zero chemistry as partner, so absolutely nothing there. Very much a big negative as partners. And we also have Lonnie Bowen getting better at his gimmick. All right, so we then start off the show. We get a 37 rated match where we have Mitchell Aldred defeating War Peace in 11:50 by submission with the blueprint. And of course, this one worked the crowd. Aldred with a superior gimmick, getting an initial rating of great. So solid gimmick there. And he's a very, very good worker. So I expect him to also be a future heavyweight champion as well. He's a very, very good heel for us. And a very good talker on the microphone as well. So once he gets a little bit of popularity about him, we'll be putting him into some promo stuff. I'm actually thinking of a tag team with Mitchell Aldred and Primetime Jack Pride as well. I think having two really good talkers, it could be a good way to get Jack Pride even more over and into that upper mid-card main event scene. But we move on. Go into a 42 rated tag team match. Unfortunately, I really don't like those gimmicks there. That's really, really bad. But we have Silent Storm defeating the Can-Am Alliance in 11:51 when Desert Storm pinned Americana Jr. with a bombs away. So really good match. Very solid 42 there. We got 3 debutantes essentially apart. I guess technically Captain Canada did work on the last show. But yeah, Americana Jr. head and shoulders above everybody else with a 51 in-ring. And then we got a poor gimmick for his mysterious gimmick. And then the sadistic corporal gimmick for Desert Storm also getting a poor rating. They are both likely to rise. We got Desert Storm with a large boost to his charisma during matches and angles. But he's also going to be penalized for being used in lengthy matches. So that's interesting. And then a small boost there for Americana, which is good. But 42 is very good for a sort of mid to lower mid-level tag team match. We then go into a 34 rated angle where we have Hammer Hadley and Sasquatch McGraw essentially trying to intimidate Native Blood, being Wild Red Stallion and Roger Montero. We've got Sasquatch McGraw debuting the Sasquatch gimmick, getting an initial rate of great, so that's very, very good. I'm happy with that. Losses do not damage its popularity as much as usual, which is good. It's likely to rise as well, and obviously not suitable to be used by a face. He's not a face, is he? I'm pretty sure I made him a heel. I'm pretty damn sure. Anyway, large penalty to microphone, which is frustrating. But at the end of the day, I think he's primarily a menace promo intimidation worker. So pretty much all of his angles that he gets will be rated on his menace, on intimidation. So yeah, good stuff. They have a big stare down prior to the tag team match, which gets a 48 rated match with a ring rust there for Hammer Hadley. Anyway, we got Native Blood, so our Rocky Mountain Wrestling heavyweight champion, and of course Wild Red Stallion. They delete Hadley and Sasquatch in 11:53 when Roger Montero pinned Hammer Hadley with a war dance, so they've used their tag team finisher. Good. And then we got Roger Montero head and shoulders above everybody else in the match. Hopefully not too long for Hadley's ring rust there as well. But he's also getting better at his gimmick, which is good. What gimmick does he actually have? Say? No, it doesn't say. So it's obviously not great because he would be getting a bonus, essentially. But 48, very happy with that. Albeit it is, Roger Montero. He is arguably the underrated or most underrated worker we've signed for the series, I believe. But 48, very solid. Going into the pre-main event promo, getting a 52 rating from Al Coleman. That is insane. So Coleman cuts a promo onto Remy Sky here, says he's going to beat Remy Sky tonight, and he will do it by himself. So no Sandman Winks, going to beat Remy Sky, and a 52 rating. That is insane. It's only a 4-minute promo too. A 4-minute promo with Remy Sky off screen. So I don't know. I did not expect a 52, but I'm very, very happy with it. Anyway, here we go. The main event. What do we get? We get a 64 rated match. That might be like our second or third best match ever. And it's just a random number 1 contenders match. That's insane. I'm honestly in shock from that. I did not expect it to be that good. We have Al Coleman defeating Remy Sky in 1940 by submission with an ankle brace. 66 in-ring performance there from Al Coleman. That is insane. Yeah, I don't know. We got a 54 there from Remy. What do we got in the on the dirt sheet here? So we got low heat for the storyline, which we're gonna start to fix the storylines up a little bit as well. You got inconsistency and then physical condition for both Coleman and Remy. That's ridiculous. 64 rated. But just, I mean, we're not even using Hangman in here. He's got the most popularity on the roster. Al Coleman, he does it again. He manages to pull off an incredible performance, and we're sort of scratching our head thinking, I don't know, I guess we just put up with his backstage antics, I guess. Anyway, overall show rating of 57, but the show didn't result in any popularity changes. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, that's an interesting one, that one. Interesting. I mean, a 57 is obviously good, but I thought, or I believed, that we would actually get popularity from this show. It makes me think, like, why do we get popularity from the previous, second show? That doesn't make sense to me. Anyway, 57, that's one of our best ever show ratings as well. That actually might be our best ever show rating. I have no idea. Anyway, let's address the locker room. We're going to praise Jason Patterson. We're going to praise Al Coleman. Incredible performance from Coleman. And hopefully that actually gets rid of Jason Patterson's morale issues. We've spent a lot on workers there. That's the problem with the tag team division. We've actually lost $242 as a result of that show. And that was, I believe, with normal ticket pricing as well. So, yeah, we're paying more in show costs now, which is a little frustrating because obviously it's going to eat into that profit. But yeah, I'm not going to run this Avalanche show if I don't need to, essentially, because if I'm not gaining popularity from this show, then I'm definitely not going to gain it from the the end of month event. So yeah. Anyway, we got Roger Montero. He thinks Mitchell Aldred is charismatic, and he can see him doing well in the future. I definitely agree. He might even be the one to take the title off you there, Montero. So yeah, be careful. Be careful. Anyway, yeah. Let me have a look. It's a weird one. It's a really weird one. Obviously, the production's up. That's only up about $100, regardless. The show cost is where it's up there. So we're spending like another 300, about 300 more on show costs. And then you look at our worker costs. It's almost double. So yeah, we're actually losing $192 this month, which is crazy. Obviously, we went up to 18 popularity last episode, which was the first show of this month. I think we're definitely gonna have to go back to just 2 shows. But let me start advancing. What I'll do is I'll advance here and I'll join you guys back once it has finished processing. And then what we'll do is we'll create the tag team titles. We'll chuck the tag team title picture on there as well. And then finally, we will book the last show of 2023. Join you guys back in a second. All right, we're back. Let's get into it. So, tag team titles. We need to create them. I'm pretty sure. They're literally just going to be called Rocky Mountain Wrestling Tag Team Titles. Lovely. So tag team, no limit. We'll go floating for these. So they can literally, they can pretty much be whatever prestige they need to be, really. So let's go Rocky Mountain Wrestling, search that up, and then there we go. So we got the tag team champions. Looks nice. Very, very similar there to the heavyweight title. I kind of actually like the tag team title more than the heavyweight title and the way it looks. The Pacific Northwest title, very clean as well. Women's, not so much. I'm not a big fan of the women's, especially the color scheme on it. So there we go. Rocky Mountain Wrestling Tag Team Champions. 25 prestige we're starting off at. And let's get into it. This show's also going to be pretty expensive because we're going to do a triple threat tag team match to kick things off here and essentially crown our first champions. So no one's getting the night off. They're all going to have to suck it up. And we are once again going to be in Wyoming as per usual. Creative energy, we shall spend it on... Let's go angle. Yeah, we'll go angle. Got a safe bet there. Not too bad. Safe bet. Done. I'll probably use that for the pre-main event angle as well. We've got Patriot running pre-show training drills. Remy Sky's got a backstage character idea, which is good. Lovely stuff. And as per usual, we've got an incident with Al Coleman. This time with Hammer Hadley, who's also a prickly personality. So yeah, Coleman almost got into a fight with Hammer Hadley, caused some damage to his rental car. I mean, Coleman just loves messing with people's rental cars, so it seems. Stern warning. There we go. Nothing happened from it, so it's perfectly fine. I'm going to go team bonding again. Actually, should we inspire? You know what? Let's inspire. Let's do it. We'll inspire the locker room. And we'll book our main event. So Coleman taking on Roger Montero for the Rocky Mountain Wrestling Heavyweight title. Give that one 20 minutes. I didn't actually change the show length purely because we're probably going to make a loss this month, unfortunately. Anyway, Roger Montero going to pick up the win. It's going to be called Slow Built and it's going to be clean. I might have... Let's have a distraction in this one. It's not going to be like a proper full interference, but let's have Sandman come out and distract Montero during the match. We're also going to need to use somebody, maybe Americana? Yeah, Americana. Americana Jr.'s got 76 psychology as well. I need to remember that. And we'll go heavyweight title on the line. Once again, Al Coleman is unhappy, so we'll keep him strong because I don't really want him to lose any popularity. We want to keep him as good as possible. Actually, for this match as well, let's go with our creative finish, which is a near certainty as well for this one. That one actually expires in like just over a week. That's perfect. Works really well. All right. We'll also use our creative angle idea for their angle together. We're just literally going to do a... Do we do a promo or do we do a... Yeah, let's do a promo because they're both such good talkers. So Coleman... Coleman says to Montero that he respects him and has told Winks not to get involved tonight. Montero reluctantly... We'll add the rest of it in a second. So we'll fill that in. Yep. Copy and paste that over quickly. Go scripted, go angle, and then I'll add the rest of it. So Montero, reluctantly says he respects Coleman for the incredible wrestler he is, but refuses to shake his hand. So we'll go with that. Apparently it's 5 minutes. We'll give them 5 minutes. Why not? They're bloody incredible, those two. So we'll go like that. Then I'll go a triple threat tag team match. Who are we going to have in this one? We're going to go with Silent Storm. I think, I don't know. I honestly don't know who to put the titles on because it's so early. Actually, we'll go a fatal four way. We'll blow the budget for this one. This month is a write off for finances, so we'll go Hadley and Sasquatch. Yes, Hadley and Sasquatch. We'll go Silent Storm, Can-Am Alliance, and Young and Wasted. And you know what I'm going to do? This is incredibly random, but I'm literally going to leave it up to the game to decide who becomes the champion. I'm not going to select a winner. So it is literally going to be the game that selects who wins this match. We will not call it. We will have an open match, script it, and we'll make it decisive. Because essentially we want our first champions to be decisive. And then, yeah, the Rocky Mountain Wrestling Tag Team Championship will be on the line. I honestly don't know what that penalty was. What was that? Oh, okay, yeah, literally me leaving the decision up to the game to decide who wins it. There we go. So that's taking a big chunk out of the showtime, actually. Anyway, good stuff. Happy with that. I might actually we run that first. I think I'm going to run that first. We're going to work the crowd with it because realistically, the only person that's actually over in this region is the silencer. So yeah, I like it. I like it though. That's a good way to crown our first ever tag team champions. Because I honestly hadn't even thought about it. I was going to put it onto Silent Storm purely for the fact that, you know, Silence is the only one that actually has any popularity, but yeah, it is what it is. What I'm going to do next is have Remy Sky versus Jules Knight. They have negative chemistry together. That's frustrating. I won't do that then. I'll have Mitchell Aldred versus Remy instead. And we're going to give Remy the win just to get a little bit of momentum back on him after that loss. And Aldred, he can take a loss because he's brand new. So perfectly fine. It's not going to really hamper his sort of run to the top. And then finally, do we go Hangman versus Winks again? Hangman versus Winks 2, who's now got cooled momentum again. Very frustrating. I think we do. So Hangman to win, open script, decisive. And there we go. All right, so bring that one back. That can go pre-main event, and then that one's going to go there. I think we might go with an Aldred promo or something similar because he's got such good entertainment skills. Yeah, I think we do it. We'll give him a chance anyway. Or do we go a beatdown? I honestly don't know what to do. Let's go with a promo. I want to test him. I want to test Mitchell. So Aldred cuts his first RMW promo, states he's going to work his way to the top, starting with Remy tonight. Tonight, all right. We don't want that to be 5 minutes though. I'll lower that to 4. And I think we're good with that too. We need to lower a little bit of time. I'll literally just take a minute off that match and a minute off the tag team match as well. Yep, so there. And we'll chuck the Aldred promo there. That's perfect. We're looking pretty good actually. So let me chuck the angle idea in here. Safe bet. Lovely for the pre-main event. And we're good to go. I'm not going to do a pre-show for this one because I literally don't want to spend any more money. But that looks like a pretty damn good card, if I say so myself. And I'm actually very excited to see who becomes the tag team champions, our first tag team champions in Rocky Mountain Wrestling. So let's run the show. We kick things off with a 45 rated Fatal 4-Way tag team match where we've got the Can-Am Alliance. The Can-Am Alliance defeating Hammer Hadley and Sasquatch McGraw, Silent Storm, and Young and Wasted in 11:20. You have the order of elimination was Young and Wasted first, which is, you might say, a bit of an upset. Then Hadley and Sasquatch, and finally Silent Storm. So they were the last team to be defeated were Silent Storm. So they came very close to actually becoming champions themselves, which was, I guess, my sort of backup plan, if you will. But yeah, work the crowd, and we have the Can-Am Alliance becoming the first ever Rocky Mountain Wrestling tag team champions. We got Desert Storm off his game, which is unfortunate. And yeah, specialist bonus there for Young and Wasted. And honestly, nothing else too much of note, if I'm being honest. We got Captain Canada with a hot new move as well. The dirt sheet. Obviously, there's a lot of people involved. So Norton's got a poor gimmick. We got Desert Storm with a poor gimmick, and Americana Jr. with a poor gimmick as well. So unfortunate, but a 45 with these guys. There's no popularity in this match. There's about a 17 from the silencer, and that's it. So incredible stuff there. Anyway, we move on. Going to a 21 rated promo, singular promo from Mitchell Aldred. He's all by himself, but he cuts his first promo, basically states that he's going to work his way to the top, and he's going to start tonight with Remy Sky. So good stuff. 21's not bad, honestly, and hopefully that'll gain him a point of popularity in our region. We then go into a 61 rated match, 12 or 11-minute match. 61 rated. Out of nowhere. Aldred's got like 5 popularity, I believe. Something ridiculous like that. 61 rated. I know he's good in the ring. Obviously, Remy's really good and he's quite over. Sorry, a 61? That's incredible. Anyway, we've got Remy Sky defeating Mitchell Aldred in 10:55 by pinfall with a skydiver. Like I said, Remy Sky getting a big win over the sort of second appearance here for Aldred in RMW. So, and a 61 rated match is ridiculous for this level. I got a 52 entering for Aldred, 63 there for Remy, but it's probably going to do big things for Remy Sky's popularity as well. Anyway, we move on. Such a good rating, honestly. We go straight into a 56. Obviously not as good, but still solid enough. Where we have Texas Hangman defeating Sandman Winks in 12:29 by pinfall with a chokeslam. As per usual, Hangman, the second time of versing each other, he's once again gotten the better of Sandman Winks. Yeah, good match. 56 for Hangman, 47 there for Winks. Nothing too much on the dirt sheet. Literally stamina there. So I could actually critique his stamina for Hangman. So I'm actually going to do that. I'm going to do that at the end of the show. 56 rated match there. Good stuff. We go into the pre-main event angle. Get a 54 rating for this one as well. Angle ID was a success as well for us, so that's positive. We have Al Coleman. He says to Montero that he respects him, and he has told Sandman Winks not to get involved tonight. Montero reluctantly says he respects Coleman for the incredible wrestler that he is, but refuses to shake his hand. So Coleman sort of does the MJF handshake out there, and Montero sort of slaps his hand away. And the bell rings and the match starts. 54 rated angle, though. Very good stuff. And that was Montero as well, rated on Entertainment, I believe. So, happy with that. Good stuff. We move into the main event. The final match. The final segment of Wrestling here for Rocky Mountain Wrestling in 2023. And the main event gets us a 62. We actually got a negative from Americana Jr. being the road agent. So I probably should have made that American Patriot. Oh well, it is what it is. It's still a 62. It's still a really, really good match. We have Roger Montero defeating Al Coleman in 20 minutes, 28 seconds by pinfall with an eagle chop. And then during the match, we also had Sandman Winks distract Montero. And we have Roger Montero making defense number 6 of the RMW heavyweight title. Again, creative finish was a success. Honestly, I think the 62 is quite low for these two. We've got a 63 in-ring for Montero and a 67 there for Coleman. So that's pretty low. And yeah, penalty there for Americana Jr. being the road agent. It wasn't well put together, unfortunately. Yeah, literally penalised. So we don't get the penalties for Patriot, even though he's only got about 65 psychology. So bit of a misstep there. I'm glad I've worked that out. So we're not going to obviously use Americana as a road agent. He doesn't probably have enough experience, either experience or respect, whatever the case is for the road agents there. But it doesn't matter too much. We finish off with a really good match. It was our best. It was our best. 61 was the other match between Aldred and Remy Sky. Anyway, let's finish the show here. Sudden Impact is finished. And we get a 59 rated show to finish off 2023. Very good stuff. Where is it? It's right there. Oh, right there. Oh, other way. There. Oh. There we go. All right. Looked a bit silly doing that. Anyway, I'm very tired. I think I've been awake for about 20 hours now. So, yeah. Really wanted to get this episode out so you guys didn't miss out. But let's finish the show there. Address the locker room. Texas Hangman. So we got mocked about their poor cardio. That is what we're going to do for him tonight. And hopefully it does something. Hopefully. Who else are we going to praise? I think I'm going to praise Mitchell Aldred. I think he's pretty deserving. So Hangman seemed to get the message. I don't know if that's going to actually mean he improves his stamina. I have no idea. Anyway, it's fine. And then please there for Aldred. We lost $345 as a result of that show. Although our post-show finances are a much lower. They're much, much lower than what they were after the last one. So we might be okay. Hopefully, if we can still I'd be happy breaking even at this point. We'll finish that off. Again, we got no popularity increase, which is very frustrating, if I'm being honest, because I thought we might have been on to 2 points of popularity per month, but it does not seem to be that way. So it is what it is. We've also got the end of year awards as well. So let me advance to the end of the current month. Let me just do this manually, actually. So it's going to be 7 days. What I'll do, as per usual, is I'll advance forward and join you guys back once the processing has finished. Alrighty, finished processing. Let's have a look at what we got here. End of year awards have been released. Are we now part of the Confederation of the Territories? What's happened there? Apparently, Robbie Retro has joined CZCW on loan from QPW. Logan Wolfsbane been offered a touring contract there from BCG. Same as Gary Militich from Kitsune. And then Doc Hammond has been hired by TCW as well. Let me take a look here for a second before we go through these awards. Did I join the Confederation of the Territories? No. Interesting. I think I'll save that for next episode. We'll join that next episode. We still made money. We made $921 despite the absolute massive worker costs that we spent. Show costs as well. That's double. It's not going to be as high if we only do 2 shows though. Same thing for the worker costs there. They're not going to be as expensive. It'll probably be like 2,500. Yeah, about 2,500. It's probably going to be closer to double what we spent back in November and then even October. So, yeah, not too bad. I think with that being said, we're not going to make 4,000 in ticket sales because we ran the 2 shows that were both normal ticket priced. But it's going to be good. It's still going to probably be about 3,000. The sponsorship money is 2,500, just under. That's huge as well. And then the sponsorship money's gone up as well. So we're looking pretty damn healthy. What I'll do here is we're gonna make this defunct or dormant, I should say. The Avalanche is going to be dormant. It's going to be our TV show name anyway. Our weekly TV show once we get to that level. Anyway, there we go. We've done that. Let me have a look at the awards here. Male Wrestler of the Year going to Wolf Hawkins. Female Wrestler of the Year going to Amber Allen, as you'd expect. CWA, unfortunately, always hate seeing CWA do so well from the previous Local to Global series. Male Tag of the Year going to Generation X, which is Hollywood Brett Starr and Jay Cord. Where are they together? They're both in US Pro. Okay, interesting. Female Tag of the Year going to Alicia Strong and Alina America. Match of the Year going to Rocky Golden and Nikki Champion defeating Jay Cord and Rich Money. Show of the Year going to Summer Smash there from CWA. Young Male Wrestler of the Year going to Hurricane. Young Female going to Lucy Stone McFly. Pretty cool. Male Veteran going to Rich Money. Female Veteran going to Sarah Marie York. Interesting. Most Improved. I was hoping that this would be us, but it is Kitsune Pro Wrestling. Independent Worker going to Azumi in Japan. And then Fukuhiga winning the Female Independent as well. Male Manager going to Drake Young, just picking up his signing to SWF. And then Female Manager going to Chrissy Angel. Play-by-play commentator going to Dwayne Fry. We got female play-by-play going to Carolina Roma. Not sure who she is. I don't think I've ever used her or even seen her. Color commentator going to Eduardo Prieto. Farrah Hesketh being the female color. Male referee going to Sonoda. Female referee going to Erin Lawrence. And yeah, there we go. There are the awards. We'll take a quick look at our awards as well if I can find the button. End of year awards. Male Wrestler of the Year going to Al Coleman for a 2nd year in a row. Very, very interesting. Young Wrestler of the Year going to Blue Dragon. Interesting. Don't really know if we use Blue Dragon too much. But, you know, fair play, fair play. Match of the Year going to Montero defeating Hangman at Hitting the Peak. That's very, very cool to see. Love that. I love how 2022 was Hangman defeating Jerry Pepper at Bad Habit 1 with a 52 rating. Interesting. Card of the Year going to Sudden Impact, the show we just did. Our best ever rated show. Referee of the Year going to Dale Kenny. Apparently we had no winner for 2022, which is interesting because Kenny was our only referee. But there we go. So we're unfortunately still only 18 pop, which is frustrating. But I want to take a quick look at the popularity here. So Captain Canada is on 9 popularity. Americana Jr. is on 8 popularity, which is cool. So the tag team champions are both doing pretty well. Coleman is up to 40 popularity in the Northwest. That is insane. Legitimately, is he more over? Let me take a look. Where is he? Texas Hangman down the bottom here. He's actually more popular now than Hangman. He's only on 39 pop. Interesting. What do we got for Montero? Actually, disregard Montero. Montero is the most over worker we have. 41 popularity in the Northwest region. Go Roger. Go Roger. Who else? Where is he? Remy Sky. 33. Not too bad. Still more over in the Southwest. For CZCW back in the day. And then who else? Who else have we got? Where is he? Aldred. Alright, let's check his pop. Up to 9. That's not terrible. How many points is that in a month? 6 points in 1 month in December there. Very good stuff. What else have we got? Hadley is on 4. Not great. McGraw's got popularity everywhere as well. I'm surprised he didn't win. Very surprised he didn't win that match. He's actually got 18 popularity in the Northwest. All right, well, I think that's pretty much going to wrap up the episode, guys. Once again, just please make sure you drop a like. It does show your support for the series. And if you want it to continue, please make sure you show your support. As per usual, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you do so. And you can always turn the notification bell on to be notified of these episodes coming out in the future. And apart from that, as always, guys, take it easy and goodbye.